We're talking Married at First Sight, Season 11, Episode 14. Last video, I was giving sisterly advice to all my little brothers and sisters who are on Married at First Sight. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm a little bit fed up. I really just don't know if I can take much more of this, and I never thought I would say this because I'm a fan of the show and I love watching it, but I'm getting so tired of watching it. Like, let's hurry up and get to the end, okay? I'm gonna give you my bold predictions and controversial theories. So if you want to hear all the juicy goodness, just keep on watching. Okay, so first of all, you know I'm team Amelia and Bennett. I never made my t-shirt, but if they do end up getting married, maybe I will. Maybe I just will do that. Last episode, the couples were showing their quarantine life, and Amelia took the scissors to her hair, chop chop. Here she is looking just like her future husband. And you know what they say, the longer you stay together, the more you look alike. Well, they're getting a head start on everything, right? Am I right? No, I'm not going to talk too much about the quarantine episode. That was episode 13. Other than to say that one, Karen was showing signs of just going back into herself, and you know, I feel bad for Miles because he would even just try to sit next to her, just try to touch her, and it was like you could see her shrinking back into herself. Like, she just didn't want to have anything to do with it. Brett, he hightailed it out of there. He was like, I can't put my life on hold anymore. Brett and Olivia were talking the way he just said, no thank you. Like, as if he just was not even going to try to work it out. Fast forward to episode 14, Brett and Olivia weren't even there as a couple. Olivia was there moving her stuff out of the apartment, and then that was her whole appearance on the episode. But then we see the previews for episode 15, and they make it seem like Brett might be thinking about maybe getting back together. Hello, you weren't in it from the beginning, and you know this. So let's just cut the crap, okay? Now, I'm still your big sister, but I'm just going to be even more hard on you. Like, let's just get real. Olivia, you told Amani that you hope you'll find love one day, that it's just going to be waiting there for you. And I'm telling you, this is like one of the reasons you and Brett aren't working out. Aside from the fact that he's just not taking it serious. He may have taken it serious if you would have given a little bit. Love doesn't work like, oh, you just find it. No, you have to work at it. And you have to work at a relationship, and you have to work at a marriage. So, you know, I love my husband, but there's days where I sure don't like him and he doesn't like me. I just want to move on to Christina and Henry. Christina admitted to lying to Henry. Well, no. She admitted that she was a liar in the past. So-called past. I don't know. I just feel like so much frustration about Christina this episode, and at the same time I'm feeling sorry for her, because if you didn't notice, it's like everybody's talking behind her back. Everybody's looking at her in her face and just knowing in their head like what's really going on in her relationship. So everything that she's saying, they're just like, I mean, Woody, Amani, Henry, I mean, they're just looking at her talking, and they're pretty much outright laughing, smirking, laughing. Like, I feel bad for her, because it's like, I think Christina is really gonna have a breakdown, okay? Bold prediction number 1, Christina is gonna have a breakdown. Controversial thought. I think Brett hollered at Christina. Remember when Christina was telling Olivia, hey, you should watch out for this guy. I don't think he's in it for the wrong reasons. I mean, yes, She said that she recognized some traits in him that she saw in guys she used to date. That may well be the case. I think the truth is that he tried to holler at her low-key. You know, he's a predator. Brett is a predator. He's a serial dater. He went on all the apps. He was dating days before he got matched with Olivia. Admitted to her that he was going to, or that he may have gone on a second date with that person had he not got matched. That's just to say, I think he looks at Christina and sees that she just wants to be loved and wants attention, and she just wants that admiration. He knows that he could just give it to her, hit it and quit it and move on to the next, like he does with all his ladies. So controversial thought number one is that the reason Christina confronted Olivia is because Brett contacted her or got with her or did something on the side, and Christina wanted to tell Olivia the truth, but she didn't know how to say it other than to say, hey, you should watch out for this guy. Let's go back to my favorite couple and yours. Yes, even they are pissing me off, okay? Not the fact that Amelia was packing for the couples retreat and said, which toothbrush should we pack, the purple one or the blue one? And her husband said, oh, why don't we bring 2 toothbrushes? So yes, they're actually sharing a toothbrush, but that's not why they're getting on my nerves. They're getting on, and I shouldn't say they. It's Amelia. Amelia was getting on my nerves this week because she admitted that she went on the show just because she thought it'd be fun to be on a reality show. And I started to think back to a couple of the comments that she's made over the course of the show, and it's like, okay, because we have 2 ways we can look at this comment, okay? One is, oh, I just thought it was gonna be fun, and then I ended up, you know, finding the love of my life. And then 2, oh, I just thought it would be fun, so I'm just in this just because it's the thing to do. Okay, if we think about a couple of the things she said, like her past relationships just ended because she started doing other things, and, you know, I started to think like, oh my gosh, like she is not really in love with Bennett. How dare she? She started talking about how, you know, some of her personality was, her creativity was coming out more, and something she was doing was just kind of more intense because of who the person Bennett was. And when she first said it, I loved that comment. But now, in light of the fact that she said she just thought it would be fun to be on a reality show, I'm like, was she saying that because, you know, she just kind of goes with the flow, goes with the wind, who's ever in front of her is who she loves, and then out of sight, out of mind? So this scares me for Bennett. I think that if he does go with her to Virginia, they could make it, but if he stays away too long, who knows what's gonna happen. So here are my predictions as far as who's gonna stay together and who's not. Obviously, Christina and Henry are done. Brett and Olivia, done. Bennett and Amelia are going to get married, but they're going to come to some rough points, and they're going to be on the verge of breaking up. Hopefully, they have what it takes to get through it, but only time is going to tell. Miles and Karen, not going to make it. Speaking of Miles, wasn't he looking a lot like, what's that guy that makes the Medea movies? What's that guy? What is that guy? I know he had a big weight loss, and he probably kind of favored him before, but I didn't realize it until this episode. Every time I looked at him, I felt like I was looking at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry. I was like, who is this? Where's Miles? Miles or Tyler Perry? It looked like Tyler Perry. So Woody and Amani are going to be the only couple that actually make it and live happily ever after. Those are my bold predictions. Can't wait to see next episode. Comment down below what you think is going to happen. Let me know what you guys are thinking if you're feeling frustration like me. Thanks for watching. Check out the other videos that are linked down below. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next upload. Stay happy and blessed and in love.